Okay. Round 3. It's late for the States on a Friday, so we'll see what happens here. I'm trying to decide what color to stitch on this chart. Like, do I work across the bottom? Should I go up into the lobster? I should probably just pick something and go with it, though. I'm gonna do the house symbol. Pretty sure it's a yellow. Oh, an orange. It's an orange color. Hello, friends. $7.21, right? I already forgot what color. Yep, $7.21. Hello. So I am working on Under the Sea. This was a stitch along. Hey, Sandy. Sandy in England. Whoa, it's late there. Isn't it like almost 1 in the morning? This was a stitch along charted by Durene Jones, done by Lakeside Needlecraft in 2017. Alyssa, you are a trooper. You are here again. Hello. You get to see this project again. Yay. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see if I can get this started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, Lisa. How are you? Bex, you're here too. We've got some people staying up late. It's not quite 8 o'clock for me, but England people, it's late for you. At least, I suppose, if you're a night owl. Or if your schedules are just, and I guess it's a Friday. Hi, Pauline. Welcome back. My phone is going crazy. I've got some messages coming in, like a lot. So, all right. Okay, so are we all stitching tonight? Is that what everyone is doing? Is it late enough in the day that people aren't working anymore? This is that little fiddly fish. 1, 2, 3 over. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, yes. You must have a job where you actually need to pay attention to work, Lisa. I know, because I was during the day, there was a lot of people who were like working in between or watching in between meetings or things like that. It's been fun. I feel like sometimes we just need a place for connecting and gathering. So even though I really don't have a big need to be like, let me just talk about me, because that's kind of awkward, especially a 24-hour weekend. That's not weird or anything. I think that everyone just wants a place to gather and be able to chat and feel like, we're just hanging out, we're with friends. Pauline, what are you stitching on now? This chart is not a good one to go live with because, as I was saying earlier, there's a lot of fractional stitches that I'm doing in it. Trick or Treat by Randall Spangler, yay! That one's always a fun one. It's so cute, and it's seasonally appropriate. A daycare teacher. Yeah. That's a good job. Okay. I think one thing that's cool during these, like having so many of these live stitchings, is that it's not just one project, it's a variety. I guess it's mostly full coverage so far. Oh, I did not mean to put that color away. I needed to stitch it more. My bad. I don't know what I was doing. Kind of went on autopilot, I think. So I pulled up, well, first of all, I'm not really sure how long I'll be stitching tonight. Sleep is like a vital, important thing for me. I'm definitely team sleep. So I will see. I don't know. I'll be stitching a lot tomorrow. I don't have anything to split my time with after like 9:30 or so in the morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will literally be stitching all day long to get as many hours in. But I can only get about 5 hours on Sunday. So I'm trying to get as many as possible tonight. Tonight, the movie was Oliver and Company. I've been watching them in chronological order, the animated ones in chronological. And before we watch each movie, we read up on some world history that happens that year. So it's been really neat to see like the wars, the space program, the things that are happening, and to see how that maybe affected the storylines of the movies, or what they put out, or even the quality of movie, quality of the animation. So Oliver and Company, it was 1988, which is the year after I was born. The Haunted Library. I've seen that around with a lot of people. Well, it is a kid movie. What's funny about this one is that I didn't know if I had watched it before or not. And then even in the beginning, I haven't watched Turning Red yet. I'm sure I'll get to it eventually. I couldn't remember if I had watched Oliver and Company when I was young or not. And then it started and I was like, no, I don't think I've watched this. And then it kept going and then I was like, oh, no, I'm quoting it. I must have seen it because I know a lot of these quotes. So I had to have at least seen it once. It's fun though. It's fun to like see the changes in animation and everything. Oliver and Company has it's a dog and a cat. It's about a cat named Oliver who first is like with a dog gang and then ends up with a rich girl. And then the dog gang is connected to a guy who owes money to the bad guy. And the bad guy's got like these evil Dobermans. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. It is it is adorable. It's just annoying to stitch. I say that every single time. I should stop saying it. Why is this wiggling all over the place though? My stand is like shifting constantly. Okay. Let's figure this out. Okay. It is they have princess movies before and after it, but there's a whole series of I'm trying to think of what the one, like the Rescuers Down Under and things that are other The Fox and the Hound. There's a bunch that aren't the princess movies, but scattered throughout in there, I guess. Austria. Nell. Hi, Nell. So is Austria. I'm trying to think of what time it is in Austria. It feels like that would be really, really late at night. The Fox and the Hound is cute. I just remember it being so sad when I was little. It made me cry when I was young. Yeah, 2 a.m. I like being asleep at 2 a.m. So you guys from England and here's Austria. Okay. Where am I? You see, this is his little lobster claw. It's cute. One, two. Yeah, I get that. There are a lot of night people. I always figure it's better to honor your chronotype rather than try to fight against it. Oh my goodness. I missed my needle threader. I still have not replaced it, and it's been like 8 months. There we go. Ooh, South Australia. Hello. South Australia. That's got to be like tomorrow morning for, well, my tomorrow morning. Because you guys are quite far ahead of where I am. Oh, what am I trying to do right here? Not stitch right there. I don't want to stitch right there. Okay, let's go up this way. He's got these little legs that I need to stitch. I think that quarter stitch and this quarter stitch. I'm totally guessing here, but I think that's right. Rainy, welcome back. Morning, 10:30. Yep. Saturday. Yeah, 10:30. I was thinking that you were. Well, that's 13 hours ahead. 14, something like that. It's too late for me to do math. But if you were with me earlier, you know that I don't. It obviously doesn't matter what time it is for me to do math or not do math. It happens, Rainy. Not a big deal. Ooh, we got a lot of Randall Spangler. So Pauline is working on a Randall Spangler too. So Terry Lee and Pauline are Randall Spanglers. You did not have a lot to drink at dinner. Okay, but you did have dinner with friends, so maybe even if you didn't have that much to drink, you're just giddy off friendship? Maybe? I totally considered working on my daughter's Randall Spangler this weekend. I don't know if she's ever going to touch it again, and it makes me sad. I think she wants it done. And I think there's a part of her that wants to work on it, but she doesn't. We'll go with that. We should just go with it, Rainy. It's cool. We're good. All right. I need to mark things off on my chart. I really hope I stitched all of those. Yes, I did. I stitched that and that one and those 2. And those ones. Excellent. Somebody said they had the Sanctuary of Knowledge, Randall Spangler. Not tonight, they didn't. But I thought that was fun. That's not one of the normal Randall Spangler ones to see. Okay. This lobster needs another leg, apparently. 1, 2, but then 2 over, that is a quarter stitch. So I've decided that whenever I get either whenever I finish this section or when I get bored of it or tired of it or just need a break from it, the next piece I'm working on this weekend is Queen of the Night. That's my plan. Boy, what am I doing? A full stitch here, 1, 2, 3, and then a half. QS chocolate. That one's so cute. They're all cute, all the little dragons. He does a great job with his dragons. Oh. There's one. Oh, maybe I can look it up. Oh, you're 69%. That's awesome. Okay. Let's see if I can find it here. Wait. Okay. I do wish that it was a little easier to navigate their website, the Heaven and Earth Design website. Okay, Randall Spangler, where's the S's? QRS. Spangler. There's one in particular in here that I want to show. It's not on my wish list because it's on my daughter's wish list. She has a lot of Randall Spanglers on her wish list. She wants to do them, or she wants them done, but now she doesn't want to do it, which is fine. It is okay. Where is it? I can't remember its name. Oh, there's one that's cool, but that's a different one. Oh, here it is. This one, it's called Moonlight Bath. I just think it's so cool. It's like just really tall and skinny, and I think the archways is really cool, and you've got the moon on the outside. I like that one. And here's another one I like. It's called Journey Over Ohm. It's like a house on top of a little mushroom. I like that. Spring shower as a diamond painting. All right, you have an artist friend. I think that you can. Well, that's a good question. It depends, Rainy. You can get a custom chart through Heaven and Earth Design. They're like $100 or something like that. So it's really expensive to do it that way. You can also potentially chart it yourself through one of the free sites like Pick to Pack or something like that. Those are limited though in what they can do. Or you can contact one of the other full coverage people or somebody. Like if your friend gives permission, then you can chart it for personal use. Getting it licensed with a company, I'm not really sure how that works. I didn't know if you would request them to look at it or if she would need to. They don't have anything on their website that I see to say, like, they do have a contact us. And I think Michelle's pretty quick about getting back, so you could easily contact, like, send Michelle an email, and she'll get back to you, like, pretty quickly. You could also contact some other, like, if her artwork falls under the vibe of, like, not Nixie just released, like, opened her shop, Contemporary Cross Stitch. She licenses artwork. So yeah, there's a lot of people out there who probably could answer you better than I can, since I don't chart people's work at all. I just stitch the things. Yeah, somebody like Paula at Not Nixie or Kaylee Tent Stitch, or Megan at Stitchy Moon, like they're all more likely to know the process more than me. Because they all design and sell artwork or cross stitch art things. That was English. We all know exactly what I was saying. See, we're late enough in the day that I think I'm going to have more and more trouble with my words. So this live could be the most amusing one of all. or the worst one of all. One or the other. But I did pull up questions. Somebody suggested a know your needlework tag, which I've never done before. So I pulled that up, and I pulled up a random other, like, super long list of questions. We're the fairest of them all. All the choices. But somehow I don't think it's going to be that one. Once I start trying to, like, when I can't find the word and I have to describe the word that I'm searching for, you know it's going to be great. This lobster's going to look super weird until it's backstitching, and I know it. I'm going to work my way to his other claw. I really hope that I wasn't just making that up. I wasn't making it up. That was good. That was good. Okay, so know your needle worker. It's right here. It's right next to me. I opened my phone and it's on the Heaven and Earth design page, and I was like, ooh, let's look. Because that's what I'm supposed to be doing right now. May not, but I'm totally on here. Okay. Springtime Splendor. I just came across it, the house of the spring house. Okay. Know your needleworker. Know your needleworker. This tag has been around since 2015. PJ's on and it's time to stitch. Are you still doing the words on your warbler? Is that what you're doing, Rainy? Okay. Know your needleworker. If people want to know about me, then they're going to have to sit through hours and hours of live streaming where we talk about random things to get to know me in any way. Okay, where do I live? I live in Virginia, the States. I live near Richmond, Virginia, for anybody who's in Virginia. And Puppy, you just wiggled everybody. She's like, I'm sleeping, I don't care. I often travel to the Ohio area, Columbus primarily. I have a sister who lives in Columbus, Ohio, and my parents live about 3 hours from there in Kentucky. So I am often in that area. Huh. I can't actually get from here to its other claw. That's okay. That's okay. So I do like to travel around a little bit, though I've not met up with any other stitcher yet, which will change in 2 weeks from today. Oh my gosh. When I go to a small retreat that's got, how many people do I know who are going to be there? 3. I know of 3 people who will be there. So I will at least have a little bit of connection at the retreat. Okay, what do I do for a living? I don't. Yeah, I'm really happy I'm going into this retreat. Like, not that I've met any of them yet, any of the women, just online, but 1, 2, 3, 4. But we've chatted and we all know we're going to be there, so I'm excited for it. I do not have a job. I am fortunate in my circumstances to not need one. And I homeschool my daughter. So I suppose you could say that's a living, and it is work. That's for certain. Oh, how do I? Okay, hold on. Let me work through these fractionals real quick. I'm going to make this one a quarter. And you all can also answer these questions should you want to. Although maybe the next batch will be more interesting for you guys to answer. Oh yeah, because you homeschool too. Kaylin is 7th grade, I think. I don't really pay attention to what grade she's in. I really don't care. Oh, good. We have so many people who know homeschooling. I was homeschooled, so it's like not a weird thing at all to me. I'm very, very used to it. And I'm very chill about it. Which is why I'm like, I don't know what grade she's in. Pretty sure she's 7th. Yeah. I do teach piano, sort of. I have 2 piano students, I should say that way. You resent her for not homeschooling you? I was one of 7 kids. Well, I'm the 3rd of 7 kids, and we were all homeschooled. Not 100% homeschooled. I don't even know what I'm down here. So like my oldest sister went to kindergarten before being homeschooled. The rest of us were all homeschooled. It's kind of the high school years that differed. Like I was 16 and I went to a community college when I just said I was 16. And so when I was 18, I graduated with my associate's degree. I have a sister who went to a like vocational high school. So she got a cosmetology license that way. I have a brother who went to like a hybrid school. My youngest brother, so I don't know too much about that because I was away from home by then. Yeah. Homeschooling's great. Let's see. Do I have any children? Yes, I have one. She's 12. Her birthday's in December. She'll be 13. She edits most of my videos. Not all of them, but most of them. She edits them. And so all of those lovely thumbnails that you see, those are not the weirdest ones that she picks out. She tries to pick out super weird ones. She thinks it's hilarious. So she's learned how to compromise and what weird ones she proposes. It does also mean that she usually knows who I'm talking about. When I'm like, Jessica or Angie or Alara. Like whoever I'm talking about. I'm like, they're doing this. Or I talked with this person. Or when somebody gives me like information about their country or something. I'm like, you know this person. She's like, oh yeah. You've mentioned them before. Yes, I have. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. That was all me. That was 100% me moving you because it's in my face. Do I have any pets? I have 4. I have 2 cats and 2 dogs. The cats are older. I got them before I was pregnant with Kaylin. So they are a year older than she is. And the cats are named Angie. You are here. You have a December baby too. Yay for December babies. I liked it because it was warm when she was kind of old enough to feel like we wanted to go out places. I don't remember. Oh, my pets. I have a cat named Kara and a cat named Jaden. They are named from a computer game. And they're not like nice, like, aw, that's cute. You named him after that nice thing. No. Jaden is a shortened version for Kill Jaden, who's like a red evil space goat demon thing. And Kara is short for Karazhan, which is like a stone castle thing. I don't know, I just like the names. That's what I did. Hold on, let me mark off my chart. I stitched all of those thingies, all of those, and down here, and I did some of the claw. And that curve of the claw. There we go. You see, he's got 2 claws. That's a claw and that's a claw. And this is like the big first section of his body. Okay. Look, where did this come from? have no idea. It's got to be coming from... Okay. All right, that was the fourth question. Fifth question. What are your other hobbies besides stitching? Oh, I really don't know what to say here. I like to dabble, but I don't dabble a lot lately. What constitutes hobbies, guys? Let's see. I do music things, and if I'm not paid for that, that means, is that a hobby? Does that make it a hobby? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, crochet's a good one. I do crochet. I do. Hey, see, look, I do dance. See, you guys know more about what I do than I do myself. My dance classes have not started up again yet. They start next month. But my daughter's dance classes have been going on. So that's fun and busy. I actually sit in her lobby so I don't have to go back and forth. I don't want to drive just to drive. So I sit in the lobby of the studio and I'm crocheting right now. But when I finish this blanket, I will probably go back to like the calendar girls and get those stitched up. We shall see about that. What type of dance do I do? Well, I will do anything that I'm able to, honestly. I've always wanted to learn dance and really wasn't able to take my first real dance class until I was 16 and I paid for it myself. And I could drive myself there and everything. I had to make it work with my college schedule at the time, but and then I went to a 4-year college and had majored in small business management, but my minor was in dance, which was really interesting because I didn't have a dance. Actually, it was a dance cluster because this school, well, the way this degree was set up was that you did 2 clusters as your minor instead of a full minor. Anyway, so I did a cluster in dance, even though I wasn't like trained in dance since I was like 3, like everybody else. So that was kind of weird. But I was on one of the minor dance teams. We did world dance. That was fun. I learned how to clog, which was a lot of fun. Now I'm taking like a hip hop jazz and tap. That's what my studio offers. So that's what I take. But I would take ballroom, I would pretty much take anything. I do read. See, why can't I think of these things when I'm like, what hobbies do I do? I don't know. I do read. It's always important to me to read something every day. Which is pretty much sums up most of what my view on homeschooling is that like read good books and discuss them. That's not the only thing you need to do in a homeschool, but it's a really good life skill to just know how to do that. I'm not very good at the like summary or discussion part of it sometimes, but that's okay. Then wait. This one. See, where I have to do all of these fractionals, that's where it gets confusing. Okay. I think we covered hobbies. Well, if we're going to talk, okay, so Rainey, you mentioned singing. So I do, I play the piano. It's my primary instrument. I can play other instruments. I have training both as a violinist and as a flutist, but my violin is in disrepair and I don't own a flute. So I can't really say that I play them now. Where am I going? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I do sing. I've never had formal training as a singer, but I have accompanied a lot of choirs and I've sung in choirs and I've accompanied soloists, vocal soloists in college. So you can learn a lot just by listening in situations like that. Sing for you. Sing what? I don't know what to sing. That's kind of like, what hobbies do you do? I don't know. You don't have to. I just don't have an idea right now of what to sing. Plus, James the PH Stitcher, he just sang like 10 songs on his live. That was crazy. Like, he knew all those words. I would probably forget half the words if I tried to sing to you right now. What is my favorite movie? I don't do favorites. My favorite James P.H. Stitcher moment on his movies is, I think, in his second floss tube video where he said he got feedback from his friend that he needs to smile more. And so throughout his video, he just randomly sat there awkwardly and smiled, like in awkward silence, It was so funny. It was hilarious to me. So yeah, I don't do favorites very well. Like favorite colors, favorite movies, favorite books. Like I feel like we need to narrow it down a little bit more. And it really doesn't it depend on your mood? Aren't your favorites dependent on your mood? Or is that just me? I can tell you that scary movies are not favorite movies. They're not even ones I watch, so. And not, I don't know. I do really like the Lord of the Rings movies. They're not exactly the books, and I'm okay with that. I love the books. And if I had to pick between the books and the movie, I'd pick the books. But nobody's asking me to pick between the books and the movie, so I'm safe. But I like watching the extended editions of the movies. So I don't know if I'd say that's a favorite, but it'll do for now, right? All right, do I have a favorite TV show? I don't watch TV. Book is almost always better. It's true. But that doesn't mean that the movies can't be good in its own right. The movies aren't necessarily bad, I guess is what I'm saying. Although sometimes they are. Favorite TV show? I'm trying to think of a show that I've probably watched multiple times. I like Psych, it's funny, but there are some like dark things in there. So I don't know that I would be able to say that it's my favorite. What am I doing? That needs to be a 3/4 stitch. This one is a 1/2 stitch. This one is a 3/4 stitch. I didn't grow up with TV. We did not have cable ever. We grew up with movies. So we watched things like The Muppets Christmas Carol. We watched Riverdance. We watched Barrage, which is violins, the violin show. What else did we watch? I mean, we watched a lot. We not just those things, but those were kind of the types of things that we watched a lot of. And then whenever we were like in a hotel is when we would watch TV, and it would be like Sesame Street or Reading Rainbow. Oh, Reading Rainbow! I love Reading Rainbow. Or Magic School Bus. Ride on the Magic School Bus. There you go. There's your little ditty. Of course, now I'm like, but my throat's too dry. All right, question 8. What is your favorite book? I feel like now we can all talk a lot about favorite books. Except I don't have a favorite book. Oh, this is so bad. I really don't have a favorite book. But I do have a lot of comfort books. Oh, you applauded. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was like your 5 words. Oh man. Okay, Rainey, have you read the Marley version? Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. But it's written in a Dickens style, but it's about Marley instead. I read that one not last year, but the year before. That was good. I grew up with the Christmas Carol as a read aloud in my family. We read it every Christmas season. We read the Christmas Carol and we read the Nutcracker. Do you want a buddy read? Angie? You're so mean. Oh, man. Oh, Marley. Jacob T. Marley is the name. This one. It's blurry, but that's okay. You get the idea. So Jacob T. Marley. It's a short read, and it's a good one. Yeah, so we read the Christmas Carol every year, and we also read the original Nutcracker. Well, I guess as original as it can be. We read the Nutcracker with the ETA Hoffman. Sorry, start over. We would read the Nutcracker by ETA Hoffman, which is like the original Nutcracker story, with the illustrations by Maurice Sendak, who worked on like the Pacific Northwest Ballet Company or something like that. For a Nutcracker production. Anyway, we read those every year. So I still do that almost every year. I will read both of those. Okay. Well, Angie, if you want to listen to it instead of read it, my recommendation is Patrick Stewart. I think he does a like slightly abridged version but I could be wrong about that. It's been a long time. But he does a great job. It was not a great time. Angie will be your Bob Cratchit. She'd be happy to. I think it's one of Dickens' most accessible books to read, The Christmas Carol. And if you know The Muppets Christmas Carol very well, then you can pause often to quote the movie instead of the book and sing all the songs along the way. Not that I have any personal experience doing that whatsoever. I would never quote during a thing. David Copperfield. I have not read David Copperfield. I've not read most of Dickens, honestly, to be honest, but I want to, and I should. There's always a longer list of things to read. You don't think you've seen The Muppets Christmas Carol? Well, that's okay. Just this once. Oh, you know it was December. It's October now. Last year I had said that this year I was going to watch The Addams Family, because I haven't, and I forgot until just now. And I will probably forget again. See, if I were to take on Dickens, that's kind of what I want to do, is in publication order. I totally would do that. I did start reading A Tale of Two Cities when I was young. That did not work very well for me, and I never went back. I can't take on another reading challenge right now, though. I can't take on Dickens. I'm sorry, Dickens. I can't take you on right now. I am reading Brandon Sanderson in publication order. So that's fun. I don't remember why I had tried to read The Tale of Two Cities. I feel like, so I was homeschooled, and Mistborn is well, I'm on the second Mistborn book of Brandon Sanderson, yes. I just started it a couple nights ago. I've only read like 2 of his books, so I'm not very far along. And the first 2 books are ones I had read before, so I reread them and then continued on just for fun. He's great. I love him. I love Brandon Sanderson as a person and as an author, even though like I've only read 2 books of his. Oh, that's so fun. So, yeah, that is so fun. Rainey, I've heard that about the Pickwick Papers, is that one's a really funny one. It is one that I want to read. I do. There's so many things I want to read. And the thing is that I am picky. I'm kind of picky about what I read, and I do want to read all of these like great books. And there's still so many of them. I don't read a lot of modern books, I will say that. His tale comes. Wait. It's up here. This one. Which book is Kaladin from? Or which series, I guess? I don't think he has a lot of standalones, does he? Stormlight Archive. Yeah. I can't wait to get through all of his books. But they're not the only things I'm reading, so I'm obviously not going very fast, which is okay. I really am fine with that. They those are huge. Yeah. I will eventually get to the Stormlight Archives. What's interesting is that after the second Mistborn book, he wrote the Alcatraz books before he went to, or at least some of the Alcatraz ones before he did the third Mistborn. So I won't be finishing Mistborn series, even though I have the third book already. When I go through periods of big stress and my brain shuts down, I will What? I'm so confused right now. 2 full ones and then a quarter. So this should be 1, 2, 3, but it's not. There's not enough space. So what did I do here that is wrong? I don't know what I did, guys. Now I need to figure this out. And then I'll tell you what I read when my brain gets dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Well, it looks like it's right. Oh no, see? It happens. I just don't know what happened. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's correct. I think somehow this is supposed to be up one line. Oh, I think I know what happened. Maybe. Okay, let's see here. Oh, that's going to be annoying because didn't I finish a thread? I don't know what I did, so now I have to guess at how to undo this. I think this is my thread though. I hope it is. But where does it come out? Well, maybe not. Maybe I... Okay. I'm just going to undo this whole thing. All right. This is fun. I don't even know how I stitched this. And I just stitched it. I did this one last. You're welcome, Terry Lee. Thanks for joining so often today. It's been really nice. Okay, so while I'm picking this out, when my brain goes dead but I still want to read, because you know it's important, I have these favorite YA books from that I read when I was younger that I turn to all the time. My favorite author is one of my favorites, I guess, is Robin McKinley. And so I will reread a lot of her books, but I also like Tamara Pierce. I met her once. Okay, this is the beginning of a thread. I just need to get you out of here so I can see better. See, I can see the tails, but like I can't get them out. You're gonna like see my head get in the way of the camera now. Come on. Oh man. Where is this? Are you coming in here? I don't. There we go. I found the end. Frogging takes even more concentration than stitching it. There we go. Now let's see if I can remember what I said I did wrong. All right. Highlighter time. Okay. I did these legs. And then I got these ones. And these ones. I did that side. I did that. And that. And that. And that. Oh, and this. Huh. Even at this point, it's one too low. So my question to myself is, at what point am I one too low? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is confusing. These legs are too low. And do I care? Like, can I fudge it? 1, 2. I feel like I can fudge these legs. But somehow that pushed everything off. So I'm just going to leave that. That's what we're going to do. It does mean... Oh, but then it runs into... decisions. Because the tail, if I leave it and I stitch it all one down, the tail is going to run into this top stitch. Maybe I just stitch over this stitch. That might be what I do. Okay, I did that square, and that square. Because I am not taking all of that out to fix those legs and then restitch all of that. I am not doing that. Bex was frogging earlier on my live. Now I've done my frog. Okay, good. We can frog, or not frog, we can fudge together. There just comes a point. Sometimes I'm totally fine fixing things, but that far back, when I don't have to, you support my decision. Yay. That's good. See, only you guys are gonna know. And like, if I remember to say anything on my floss tube video, you would do the same. Good. Okay. Then I can stay the course. Oh man. If I remember to say anything on my floss tube video, I will, but otherwise it's gonna be our secret. Oh, Victoria. A whole half side of the project? Oh man. You just added our, yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, personalization, creative license. We are putting our own spin on it. You know, if we can change our own colors and swap out motifs and stuff, why not do something like this? I can absolutely adjust the back stitch for something like this. And if I stitch over this one color, it's going to be probably a dark orange, judging from the symbol. I think we're going to be fine. One of a kind. That's right. Nobody's going to have this baby. Now I have to decide where to start up again. Do it over here. Oh wait, I said I needed to stitch that a whole thing down. Okay, so now I have this orange fuzz here. It'll go away eventually. Isn't there a thing I can use? Oh, like an eraser or something? I don't have an eraser right here. I'm not even going to worry about it until it bothers me, and then I will worry about it. We're not getting through these needlework tags very fast. And that's okay. Okay, now is that in the right spot? Yes, because this... Wait, what? I have to work this backwards to make sure I get this tail in the right spot. Okay, well now I definitely can't go to bed until I get this whole tail stitched in. Otherwise, I'm not gonna know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm gonna have to come back and like resettle into it, and that doesn't sound like. Thank you. Have a good dinner with your family. Okay. Now I have 2 rows of orange fuzz there. That's special. Which end is my tails? This end. Okay. Working backwards. This one needs to be a 3/4 stitch. See, if I was just content to not do fractional stitches, I would be just fine. But I'm not content to do so. I don't think it looks good with the back stitching. Okay, so that's those 2. And then next one over is a 1/4 stitch. The next one over is a 3/4 stitch. An in-progress modification. He's understanding. Bed sleep. I thought this was 24 hours of cross stitch. Yeah, it totally is. See, I think that I probably could do 24 hours straight of cross stitch, but I also feel like that would undermine like everything I was working towards with my sleep. Oh man. And I feel like I would need somebody with me to help. All right, well, this lobster tail is right up against the, what did we call this? Seagrass? But it's going right here. It is both 1 row down and 1 row this way modified. We're showing you modified. Oh, I have not told about the modification on my treasure hunt bookshelf. It's a pretty big one. It feels big anyway. Maybe one day I'll share that one. Full coverage is one of those things that you just stitch as is until you don't. Okay, there's like 2 questions left. What is your favorite music? Oh boy. It might be easier to say what I don't like than what I do. I like music I can sing to. I like music I know. I have a hard time with music I don't know. It can sound like noise to me. I don't like heavy metal. I don't tend to like rap. I like some country, but not country in general. I like folk music, like folk songs, I should say. Like your fun, the fun songs that have been passed down through the ages, you know, like, of course, now I can't think of any, like lavender blue, dilly dilly, lavender green. I like little songs like that. The folk songs, which is different from folk music. I'm watching my patterns super closely right now, trying to make sure that I am finishing this out correctly here. Ooh. Which one? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This one. And then down here. If I were king, dilly dilly, you'd be my queen. I like sea shanties. Those are fun. I don't know any, but they're really fun to listen to. I like music that I connect with. All right, look at that. We're making this work. Totally making it work. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There's one more question. What one word best describes you? I'm not really good about describing myself. So I don't know how to answer that. What I would like to best describe me, and I don't know, I guess it's something I strive for, is authentic. I would like that to be something that describes me well. But other things matter to me too. I like loyal. I am pretty loyal until I'm not anymore, and then like I'm loyal until you've done one too many things. And it's pretty high what you have to do to get to that point with me. And then I'm still kind, but there will be a barrier that is not easily like broached at that point. Okay, I'm gonna do this dark color. 720. I thought it would be this dark orange color. Yes. Yes. I think there's like a victimization loyalty, which is a little different from toxic loyalty too. You got the words done, Rainy? Yay! That's good. I want to I don't know, I guess I could say what my message is, like what I want people to know from their interactions with me more than I know how to describe me, because they're a little different, I think. Oh, I just did that wrong. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna leave that pin stitch and just restitch that leg, and we're gonna be fine. Maybe it's too late for me to stitch. What is it, 9:18 my time? My body is saying, like, this is when you go to sleep. I don't really go to sleep at 9, but I am usually getting ready. If there's not documentation, it doesn't count. Oh, I'll go by Angie's time. Body, go by Angie's time right now. It's only 7:18. Okay? Thanks. What I'm going to do is try to make it to about 10. If I get to 10, it won't have been as much stitching as I would want today. But then I can get sleep, and then I can get up and go to, like, do a round of disc golf. Oh, Victoria. Yes, I am, I guess in a way I'm fortunate that I can do a lot more stitching during the day instead of having to do it at night. It's one of the reasons why, like, I wake up in the morning and I go disc golfing most days, because that's like the only time I have to, like, get out and get some exercise. Like, I don't have that time anywhere else, really. So we all just, make the adjustments that we have to make, right? This one's a 3/4. (10:30, 11). So it's not like a really long stitching session, but it's what you're able to do. Stitching is very much like a required soothing point. Like it's what got me through so many days when I massively burned out and broke down. Like it's gotten me through some super tough times when I was not functional otherwise. Come on. It's not my favorite thing to do fractional stitches on Ada. But 2017 me didn't know. I guess 2016 is when I ordered it. I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know I was even going to do fractional stitches on it until I did. All right, this is a full stitch. And this is a 3/4 stitch. Maybe I need to rethink what I stitch on tomorrow. Instead of working on this piece, maybe I should just move on to a different piece. Do some Queen of the Night. Get some good progress on her. I don't know, it's a hard choice because I really want this one done. Okay, so I did the needlework tag. I had another list though. "100 getting to know you questions." I might regret this choice of list. I didn't actually look through them. But if I couldn't answer what word best describes you, I might not do well at getting to know you questions. Maybe I will get to know myself better. But first I need to figure out what I'm stitching right here because I think I'm stitching this wrong. Yes, because this should not be a full stitch. It should only be a 1/4 stitch. Okay. Honestly, dead serious here. When I was rebuilding from my burnout, I had this overwhelming feeling like I didn't know myself. I was like, I don't know. I don't know those things about me. Like there were some things I knew, but in general it felt like I didn't know myself. It felt like I had been a lot of my responses were conditioned responses or trauma responses and not how I want to respond, or I wasn't exhibiting the behaviors or living the values that I actually wanted. And so it's been quite the journey of learning those things about myself. What do I value? How do I want to live? What do I want out of life, you know? Even admitting how I feel about, hard things. Okay. The first question is, who is your hero? And there's immediate silence. I would say that I have looked up to a lot of fictional characters. Like those stories. Oh, see, here's where it's wrong. I just found it. All of these right here needed to be up and over 1. Okay. So I'm just gonna do this and move on. Like there's one girl I admire greatly because she put in long hours of hard work, and like was true to herself even when she had to keep like secret about things. Or protect or things like that. Like she knew what she wanted and she went after it. And so there's a lot of characters like that I looked up to over the years, and I think that's why those books became comfort books for me. Is because they contained these characters who had traits that I really admired, and I wanted a little bit of that in my own life. So, this is really a list of 100 questions to give vague answers to. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? This is actually hard. Well, surprise. Surprise, surprise. This is hard. I don't think that I've lived enough places to really be able to say. Like, am I romanticizing a place when I haven't, like, been there enough to say, oh yeah, that. Like, I love England. Not all locations of England. But like I don't know what it's like to live there in terms of like, government and laws and things like that. Like I've only ever lived in America, and that's really all I know. So I want to be able to answer this question by looking at the whole world, but in truth, I know very little about the actual day-to-day living in other parts of the world. So within the United States, I like the idea of North Carolina. Because you can be close-ish to mountains and beach. Like it's easy, it's a pretty easy drive wherever you live there to get to either one of those. Where am I? Over here? And I can't really think of anywhere else. I do like where I live in Virginia. I do like Virginia. I could live in Virginia and be happy. There's a lot of other places that I wouldn't really want to live. I've lived in a little bit in Idaho. I lived in Oregon. I've lived a lot in Ohio. Mostly Ohio. And I have visited in other places. And things like homeschooling laws, that's important to me, obviously. And I just don't know how those stack up like in other places. In general, I know what they're like in the States. Oh dear, am I gonna get this right? Here? Fractional stitches are hard. Three quarters here. And a quarter there. Okay. Okay, I just want to get this color finished before going to bed. That's my aim. I don't like ending with a pin stitch, can you tell? I don't know why. I'll do it if I have to, but I don't usually have to on this one. Oh, I bumped you. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear I think that's even hard to admit to myself. Okay, I don't like spiders, it's true. So if we're talking phobias, then we can name spiders and be done answering this question. I was going deep though. I was thinking like I have a fear of not being loved, I guess. That's a bad way of putting it. I have a fear of never being somebody's I guess being worth somebody's attention or efforts. Yeah, that's see, and what I'm trying to express is it's that kind of a fear, right? Like I fear that due to specific kinds of trauma that I've experienced, it kind of I can heal to a certain point. But I also won't know in some ways I can't heal without another person. You know, So, I don't know. I think it's hard to, it's definitely a hard thing to express. I guess I fear that I don't know that I fear that I am not worth it. I do think I'm worth somebody else's effort. And I know that I am, but I fear that somebody else won't see that. Or that I won't have the opportunity to have that in my life. Oh my gosh. This claw is off because of all of that too. Okay, so now I'm going to have to do something. Okay. This backstitching session, when I get to it, is going to be an interesting thing. Because what I'm going to do is this. Nobody has to know. There's only 17 of you on right now. That's all. Who has to know? Okay. Oh, this is hard work. Rainey, if you finished your words, does that mean you're working on winning putt? You said that one was another goal. See, it looks fine. It looks fine. Doesn't it? I sure hope it does. Oh, I need to mark this. Oh, here's a fear. I fear that I will be always labeled by my inadequacies. I don't know if that's a deepest fear, but it is definitely a fear. What did I do? All of that. I did that. Yeah, lighting makes a difference. That's for certain. I've got a lamp like right behind me. So that's been helpful. All right. I'm actually not far from finishing this color, but I say that and who knows. I could be lying my pants off right now. All right, the next question. What is your favorite family vacation? I think right now I always really like going to the beach. Oh. I really like going to the beach and just chilling. Oh, yeah. Charge them up, and then they'll be ready to go when you do need them, I guess, right? A lot of times we go to South Carolina Beach. Next year, my family, we're going to go to a Cape Cod. We're going to the Cape Cod area up north. So it'll be a different kind of a beach trip. We'll be seeing a lot of lighthouses and stuff instead. One, two, three, and then a half. There's not a room for a half. That's fine. We're fine. What would you change about yourself if you could? Okay, does that imply that I need to choose something that I can't actually change? So if you could, meaning you can't currently change it? Is that how we're interpreting this question? Because if I want to change something and I can, I'm going to do it. Like that's where I'm at. Like that's all I've been doing. That's not all. That's much of what I've been doing over the last like almost 3 years now. Well, in a way it's been longer. In a way it's been a much longer journey than that. So if I could change one thing about me that I can't actually change, I might want permanently purple hair. How's that? And if the question means what is something I want to change if I could and I can, like a character trait. That's hard. Because like I said, if I was going to change it, I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to just wish that I could do it. I will actively work on it. I will strive to be, more kind and loving and accepting and connect with people and oh, what am I doing here? Is it this one? I need to go down here. And here is where I need to decide what to do about this stitch. I think it wants me to do a quarter stitch right into this green stitch. Oh, that's going to be perfect. And then a back stitch is going to run right through there. That's going to work out really, really well. Yay! Very yay. And then this is another quarter stitch. There's a lot about me that can be challenging to work with. Like, I don't know, like introvertism can be challenging to work with, but it's also like a part of who you are. And would you really want to change that? Like, just because it has challenges doesn't mean that there's not also like amazing things that go along with it. And you're able to do things that, like, because of that trait that you have. I need to mark off stitches because I'm looking at this like, what is going on? Okay. Did all of that and that. This lobster really only has one color left. After I finish this one, it's got a light orange in it. And then it just needs its back stitching. Yay. All right, next question. What really makes you angry? Text speak. I don't know. Baby voices. I like babies and their voices. But like adults using baby speak, especially when they're not talking to kids, is like nails on a chalkboard to me. I don't like it. And yes, it does make me really angry. Okay, I'm almost done this color. And then it's going to be bedtime. I'm going to read some Sanderson, Brandon Sanderson, and go to sleep. And then tomorrow I'll be back. We'll go live. We'll see who's on and who just wants to hang out. And legit, like, propose any topic, and I may not know anything about it, but I'll say stuff. You're at 1.99%. Are you saying I have to stay on until you're at 2%? Just so that you don't stay at 1.99. Angie. Crick. Oh man. So I haven't lived near people who say crick for a long time. That's a big like Appalachian crick. Going down to the crick. Ohioans, not all Ohioans say it, but I know a lot of Ohioans who say it. It drives you insane. This is a bad idea. I'm drinking because I've been talking so much. You made it! Look, were you only like 2 stitches away from getting your 2%? Oh, that's the worst. When people do it on purpose, that just makes them like super, super annoying. Stop being jerks. There's no I in Greek. Got a crick in your neck. It's like I have 10 brothers. Oh man. One full. Is it right over? Oh, wait. Okay, I need to something with this leg. I can't tell what side of the leg this half stitch is supposed to go. I'm going to say it's going to be this side because that's what I did on the other leg. And then same with this one. And then this is a full stitch. Sometimes they're ready to beat up a guy who made you cry and other things. Yeah. Yeah. That does sound like a good kind of sibling relationship. Even though they're not your sibling. All right. I've got like 2 and 1. There we go. So when I come back, I fill in all of these like blank spots with that lighter orange, and the lobster's going to be done. 3. Angie, I just read your comment where you said it was 3 stitches. I was close. You know, props to all those people who do customer service. I couldn't do it either. But it's awesome you have like the perfect job. That's great. I'm going to leave up that list of questions. Gotta take my picture. Gotta go on Instagram. Okay. Under the sea. Oh, it's right here. It didn't happen if you don't document it. That's how I feel. Like, I work. I need it. Oh, look, there's the Starlit Stitcher. She's got a floss tube. She just posted another floss tube, I mean. Okay. What part is this? 11? Part 11? Part 11 of 12 is well underway. Many thanks to all who... Hey! You're on right now, but I'm like about to log off. Hi! It's good to see you. Many thanks to all who kept me company and listened to me natter on and on. Oh my gosh. This is great. I'm so tired at this point. It's like my body's like, why are you still not in bed? I'll be back live tomorrow. Most of the day. And I'll take a little bit of because it's only 8 p.m. It didn't listen to me, Angie. My body still thinks it's my time, not yours. Yeah, but now since I think I'm at just a little over 8 hours into 24 hours of cross stitch. So let's do some math. 8 plus 5 on Sunday is 13, which means tomorrow I need to try to get 11 hours of stitching in. So that's like 11 hours of being live. That's a long time to be live, y'all. Like, not including today. But it's really pushing me to, like, I don't know, meet goals and stuff. Like, I worked on this. Y'all saw me work on this. Oh, this is not a full coverage. What am I doing? I'm putting in all my treasure hunt bookshelf tags. What do I want? Lakeside Needlecraft. Obviously, I don't even know what I'm putting on in here anymore. Durene Jones. Cross stitch? Who needs a hashtag? That's what I want to know. Apparently not me, because I was putting all the wrong things in. 11 hours tomorrow. That sounds hard. That sounds like a lot. Maybe I can wake up early on Sunday and get I'd have to start at like 6:30 to 10:30. That's early. Make a note. Look, it took me so long until I did this. I have a note. It's got all my projects in it, and I typed out pattern, artist, designer, fabric, how it's stitched, when it started. Like, it's the thread if I need to. Like, it differs depending on the project, but then I can copy and paste from here. What I haven't done yet is put my hashtags here, which would be smart of me to do something like that and get all my hashtags in. Because then I can just copy and paste. That's not how you heaven and earth designs. There we go. Like, because then I can just take this whole section. I missed that top line, but you get the idea. And I can copy it from here and then just paste it directly in Instagram. And if I included these hashtags, I'm pretty certain that they'll translate into hashtags in Instagram, but I've not tested it yet. So, but at least having this part in there helps a lot. That way I don't have to type it. And all my projects are here. This is just a big, big, big long list of all the projects that I've got. So, I'm not a professional. I don't get paid for this. I'm an amateur. I do it out of love. Do you know amateur, the Latin root is amare, which means to love or something like that. So an amateur is doing what they do because they love it, not because they get paid for it. So I love it. See, and even if you just do it like every time you have a project, like either do it in one chunk or every time you go to post a project, type it up then. Either way, it would get it done. So that's my recommendation. It saves me a lot of time. I was really happy when I did that. So, okay, all my friends, I am off. Thank you so much for being amazing, wonderful human beings and hanging out with me and cheering me on and sharing all the things. Much love to all of you, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Oh, Alyssa says that copy and paste hashtags work. Thank you, Alyssa, Alyssa, Alyssa. I've been saying Alyssa the whole time. Bye, everybody.